episode. Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Buggy, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Y'all know what time it is. It's your favorite sports show. Gas presents sports for the culture. I'm your host tonight at Bryce XXV Double I. As always, I'm joined by the Dream Team, but one of my dreamers just dropped off. He's gonna be right back. A little technical difficulties this evening. Let's start with my guy, top right. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, you know who it is, man. Your boy Young Rome 22 on all socials as always. We got a good show for y'all tonight. You know, talk a lot of NBA, maybe some WNBA. I'm very excited for it. I'm enjoying these playoffs, as I'm sure we all are. So yeah, man, I'm excited to get into this today.
Yeah. A lot of storylines from the W been coming out. It's been interesting, man. Early season WNBA action. We seeing sellouts for the Liberty. We seeing big time ratings for the WNBA games. You love to see it. You love to see it, man.
I just wish the Mystics would have started out a little better.
Bro, don't get me started with them. You know, I hate to sound like I'm shitting on Aaliyah Edwards in any way, but bro, you can't have Angel Reese sitting right there and not take her. That's insane, especially considering she's from a 20-mile radius of your city. Insane, man. Insane.
Shout out to Angel Reese too. Didn't she just get a stake in a soccer team on here? If I'm not mistaken.
About that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Angel, man. That's my girl right there. Bottom left, introduce yourself.
What up, man? It's Gruff. You know, enjoying the playoffs. You feel me? A lot of good Game 7 actions. You feel me? You know, I've always been waiting for somebody to beat the Joker. You know what I'm saying? I think we're in harvest season. You know, a lot of seeds have been planted, a lot of bricks have been laid, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? Edwards and T-Wolves are now. You know, they done yoked Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm impressed, man. It's a new day.
Nah, facts. I think your boy over here called this conference finals, if I remember correctly. I think I went Mavs and Timberwolves with the Mavs winning since the Timberwolves were a young team. We'll see if that holds true.
Did you say T-Wolves or did you say?
I think I originally.
I know you had Mavs though. I do know you had Mavs.
I was originally leaning towards the Nuggets, but I was like, my Mavs prediction can't come true if they play the Nuggets. Thinking about the matchup. So that's when I went with the Timberwolves, I believe. We might have to run the tape on that. But bottom right, introduce yourself, sir.
T-Boogie, man. Hey, I don't know what's going on, man. They trying to ice me out, box me out the game. I hear y'all boys. I can't see y'all boys, but I can see myself. That's good enough. Hey, T-Boogie, man, wash your hands, wash your ass. Let's get it.
Yeah, a little technical difficulties, man. I don't know what's going on. My stream was acting up a little earlier too. Let's hope it stays solid the whole way through. So let's get into it, man. I think first and foremost, let's talk NBA playoffs. Obviously, right now we got the Celtics playing the Pacers. Looks like the Celtics are going to close this game out up by 5 points at the moment with 12 seconds left in overtime. But that's a scare for the Celtics right there. Like, that shouldn't be that difficult. A lot of people were kind of clowning the Pacers. Heard people like Draymond Green say it's going to be an easy series. I don't know. Pacers like they're going to put up a fight, and the Pacers are a team that plays team basketball, and it's hard to bet against that. Do we see any chance the Pacers winning this series? T, let's start with you.
No, sir. They're going to lose in 5. They might muster up, one more win, but no. And I don't think this is a scare. Honestly, I don't think you scare good teams. I think this maybe more of a wake-up call, like, okay, they're a little better than we thought, you know what I'm saying? We should probably get to sleep at 10 instead of 11 p.m. But other than that, I think the Celtics are good. I think they cruise into the championship.
All right, Rome, do you agree with that? You think it's going to be that easy for the Celtics?
I agree with it for the most part. I think the Celtics will get it in 6. I think the Pacers will make it a good series, but I mean, I think at the end of the day, the Celtics are just going to be too much for the Pacers. Pause, and they'll get this. I don't know if they'll cruise to the chip, but I think they get this done in 6.
All right. So it sounds like, is there a consensus building? Scruff, will you go against the grain, my guy? What you think?
Yeah, no, I don't foresee it. I think their path there is that I think Siakam is a good ad. I think he's worth the addition that they got. In my opinion, the Pacers are like a piece away. You know what I mean? Like I think Siakam was a good piece. I think Halliburton is good, but I think he could be better. I think Miles Turner is a solid basketball player. I feel like they're lacking. Maybe at the wing. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think the Celtics will do what the Celtics do, which is they'll make it more difficult than it needs to be, and they'll do just enough to get it done. Probably 6, I'd probably say. I think they'll be challenged at points in the series, but I think they'll have enough of a comfortable lead to, get the job done. Tatum had a very Tatum game when, that's not like a knock or anything. It's decent stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Decent
But
stuff.
I mean, shit, man. I'll say this. I'm be rooting against them the rest of the way. I don't really see the Pacers as a good threat, man. I would have much rather seen the Knicks there. Knicks too hobbled up, bro. Celtics have had a very, this has been a cakewalk, bro, in my opinion. And they still stumble on it. So, I mean, I'm not that impressed with any of this shit, to be honest. So, I think this is just leading up to them getting to the chip and losing.
Man, y'all have no one believes anything, any at all in the Pacers. But you know what? The good mister believes in the Pacers just a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the Celtics gonna win this series. I'm not that crazy. But I will say I think this is gonna be a series. I'm not expecting no gentleman's sweep or a sweep. I think styles make fights is just like the boxing game, right? I mean, in these styles are going to clash, and you got a team that plays like a team versus a team that kind of lets their best guys take turns in isolation. And I've only really seen that work one time in playoff basketball, and that was with the Heat. That was with the Heat when they was doing their thing. You just taking turns of isolation. You don't have a real team atmosphere. It's hard to win like that consistently. We're gonna see if the Celtics are able to do it, how far they're able to go. I just don't foresee them winning a championship playing like this. Maybe losing Porzingis is what has led to this, because early in the season it seemed like it was a little more of a team game for them. But this whole playoffs just been, whose turn is it, bro? It's either Tatum's turn, Brown's turn, or it's Derek White's turn. That's it, bro. And they look around, whose turn is it this possession? They give it to whoever's turn it is, and he dribbles around and tries to get an isolation bucket, or an isolation play. I just don't see that working to win a championship. And the Pacers could be the team that exposes that. I can see this. I can see this being a 7-game series, bro. 6 minimum, but I can see a 7-game series. Overtime game 1, where if you was watching this game, you clearly saw the refs was against the Pacers. The free throw disparity in the first half was ridiculous. I'm excited to see what happens when this goes back to Indiana. Celtics better not drop one at home like they did last series. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I'm with you. I'm with you on the 6, bro. I'm with you on the 6. 7. I don't know. If it goes 7, I'm gonna be talking shit about the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, you already made it clear you're biased on the Celtics. I was talking about Tatum
It's not
having
biased, bro.
another Tatum game. I mean, bro had like 30 some points tonight, 12 rebounds. Just another game.
Solid. You feel me?
Solid.
Solid game, bro. I was saying he was consistent, bro. They're consistent. They do shit consistently. That's good numbers, bro. It's nothing really a knock on Tatum, but like to me, bro, the Celtics have been in the conference championship 6 of the last 8 years, bro. They have no chips to show for it, bro. So at the end of the day, if I'm feeling like,
I'm not that impressed by this, or I feel like it's more the same, or maybe I'm like, he feels like I'm not showing them no love, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like just that you guys are those guys that show up, up around up to this point, and then when it comes down to actually getting the job done, the job doesn't get done. Like 3/4 of the grass gets cut, and you want a fucking trophy for that, and I don't think they hand those out. So I don't understand.
So
I really don't understand.
Basically, their success is raise your expectations. I guess you need them to actually win a chip before you acknowledge the success, because 6 out of the last 8 is pretty successul.
Yeah, exactly. Playoffs don't start until they reach this point. At that point, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because like we've seen this already. So it's like, can you get there and then win it? Like, because none of this matters. And I'm just saying that the path is at the end of the day, I feel like the Celtics will make the finals, and we're gonna talk about the path. So I'm just talking about it a little early. The path is weak, bro. Like, this is weak, bro. This is a 6th seed. This is the Pacers. They didn't belong here. The Sixers were banged up. The Knicks were banged up. The Bucks were banged up. You feel me? Like, they beat the Cavs. Congrats on that.
You got to play your schedule.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. They did. There was a ton of injuries, and it probably was a quote unquote easy path. But what are they supposed to do about that?
Porzingis
what you're supposed to do is do nothing about it. No. To Scruff's point, if it's an easy path, you're supposed to be crushing if you're the truth, you're supposed to be blowing through the competition, bro.
They've only lost 2 games.
Huh?
They've only lost 2 games in 20 this season.
Yeah.
That's blowing through.
What was
that's what I'm saying. It's not wrong with
it. Bruh, but in all fairness, the Cavs at full strength was giving them boys problems, dog. Like, let's be real about this, bro. The Cavs at full strength, playing with their team. And mind you, the Cavs, when the Celtics faced the Cavs, they were not really at full strength because they were still missing probably their second best player in Jared Allen. So, and I get it, the Celtics are missing probably their third or fourth best player in Kristaps Porzingis. So there's, it's 1 for 1. But let's not act like, the Celtics just lost 2 games and it was just like, it was just like against these solid teams. Like, nah, bro, you playing and it was looking a little funny, bro. I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah, facts. And y'all lost to the Heat without Jimmy Butler. Y'all lost to Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and boys. So I don't want to hear shit about that. Like, that's almost like an inexcusable loss, bro.
And the reason why I believe in y'all even less is because y'all last season, you know what I'm saying, y'all lost to the 8th seed. Like, y'all let the 8th seed sneak y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let them go to the chip. So it's like, I understand Scruff's sentiment about the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. Like, it's not championship or bust for me. But, man, y'all boys at least got to make the chip. Or I don't really want to hear nothing about y'all's conference finals appearances no more.
What I don't understand is why all this heat for the Celtics when we just watched a number one seed get knocked out. Why nobody say SGA needed to score 50? Like y'all.
Yeah, B make a good point about the Warriors, but the Warriors won the chip. That's the difference, bro. Because when you win a chip, nobody remembers the weak shit. But when you don't win a chip, then we looking at the weak shit. Now we looking back at you. Like, that's kind of what happens.
Wait, what you gonna say if the Celtics win the chip then?
He's gonna have to eat a lot of
it was all right.
Scruff, I don't want to hear shit.
I mean, if they beat the team, if they beat either of these teams out of the West, I'll be impressed with that. I'll say the path there was weak, but they handled the course and they beat the Mavericks or the T-Wolves. I'll give them some respect, bro. I'll say they did it against, because those are good teams.
The path is the path, bro. You don't get to pick the path.
That's a fact. But let's get off the Celtics for a minute, man, because I don't want this to be a whole Celtics show. This ain't Boston, bro. But I think T brought up a great point, bro. T asked the question, how come the Thunder are let off the hook? You know what I'm saying? So let's transition this a bit to the Thunder and why folks are letting them off the hook, right? Why are we not saying SGA should have dropped 45? Why are we saying he didn't put the team on his back? Let's keep in mind, bro, the Thunder's combined age is like 24, dog. Like SGA is their oldest player in the starting five, and he's like, what is he, 25? You know what I'm saying? Like they got a rookie, a second-year player, and two other second-year players basically running with this man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's one of them things where I feel you, and they should probably be catching a little more heat for being a number one seed and losing like that. But I mean,
they're a young team, man. They're a young team. It's the first time they've been here, bro. First playoff. I mean, they made the play-in last year, and then this is their first like real playoff appearance, bro. The Celtics have been here 8 years in a row, bro. Like we seen this before, bro. Like give them some. Like you gotta give the new team some slack, but like the team that's been here before, we expect more from them. That's kind of how it goes.
I mean, that's fair, but getting there 6 out of 8 years is crazy because there's some teams that can't get there. Some really good players that can't get there. Some guys that want to be.
Let's be real, bro. Hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. This whole 6 of the last 8 years is not this iteration of the Celtics team. Like Jason Tatum hasn't made it 6 of the last 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's been in the league 8 years yet, right? So, you know, we got to give him a little grace there. I think Jason Tatum's probably made it 3 times, maybe 4. So it's not like he just keeps getting there and keeps losing on some Buffalo Bills shit. You know what I'm saying? But
it's kind of like that, though, actually.
But back to the Thunder, though. I feel like they have one of the brightest futures in the NBA, bro. When you got that many young players on that team, and you were able to get that level of experience, 1 seed, kind of pole to pole with the 1 seed. I felt like SGA got snubbed of the MVP. That was a hell of a run, and they just happened to face. Let's be real too. They happened to face a buzzsaw in the Mavs, bro. The Mavs is a straight buzzsaw, bro. Like they made the perfect deadline deals to get another rim protector and to get another wing scorer. They've got Luka Doncic, who may end up going down as one of the most prolific players in history of the NBA, and Kyrie Irving, who to me is one of the best players of all time, no matter how you slice it. Like that's a buzzsaw, bro. They and for a young team to have to face that, good luck. Good luck to anyone that's got to go against the Mavs.
The Thunder are kind of like I told you about the Bengals, bro. You had a shot, you didn't make it. Windows closed.
That's insane to say.
Wait, for who? The Thunder?
I thought that was crazy when you said about the Bengals. It's even crazier now.
You know that they got it's not football to you. It's not the same either. But like, you know, bro, they have like the next like maybe 4 drafts, they have like 15% of the picks, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's something to be said about that, bro. They own like everyone's draft picks, bro. The whole league is gonna have to get their draft picks from the Thunder. The Thunder plugged up, bro. You want draft picks, you gotta go through them.
Bro, I've seen the Thunder.
They're gonna get some more people, bro. They're gonna get better.
Bro, the Thunder once had James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. And
they reloaded it, bro. They got a new version of that. They got a new iteration of that, bro. They got Shea Alexander, and they shipped them off for Paul George and multitude of picks, bro. The picks turned into
Shea is KD? Dog. Is Shea the KD in this? Who's the
Shay's
KD?
the KD.
Who's the KD? Who's the Russ? And who's the Harden? So we saying Shea is the KD.
Shay's the KD. J-Dubs is probably the Harden, and Chet is really like the Westbrook, I guess.
Nah, Chet's the Ibaka.
Chet not getting the weight room though, bro. I don't care what anybody say, bro. He was getting banged on out there, bro.
Hear me now, bro.
Pause.
Wemby is coming. No Diddy.
Yeah, well, Wemby coming.
Hey, y'all boys love some Wemby, man. Wemby is coming, but
bro, I'm just trying.
But he did all that freaking shit, and they won like 20 games, bro. Like, so that concerns me a tad bit.
He's a rookie.
That was a.
They don't got nobody though, so I get it. You can't win without a point guard. So
that was an elegant tank.
Nah, bro. Because if you're that good, it's impossible to take. So no, it wasn't no elegant take.
No, sir, bro. All you do is limit the
Nah, I'm with you on this one.
limit the number of minutes and limit the touches
Yeah.
the player gets. That's exactly what they did.
That's why there was some friction there during the season with Wemby's camp and Popovich, because he was saying he wasn't feeling like he was getting enough minutes, or he couldn't really get in his bag like that, or feel like he was like, on some like, it kind of like when the Flash, they were like trying to keep him like, you can't run too much, bro. They were like, hold on, I'm trying to run, I'm trying to run, bro. Like, you feel me? They try to put my man in the cage. You don't like that shit. I mean, it's kind of like when Jordan, they was on that shit with Jordan. I want to compare him to Jordan, but
well,
Gentleman's tank.
speaking of Jordan, there is one player that's getting compared to Jordan left and right, and it's one Ant Edwards, bro. And you know what? I'm not a big fan of like comparing players, bro. I'm really not a big fan of, well, at least comparing players to the legends, dog. I love comparing players to like, players that we've seen recently, their career arcs. But comparing someone to like a Jordan or a Magic or a Wilt or a Kareem, I feel like that's insane. But I'll say this, bro. Ant Edwards get a chip this year, bro. Man, that's a career arc that is crazy at 22, dog. Like, if he makes the chip, if he just makes the chip, bro, you already on another level at 22, leading the team and scoring, being the number one option on a team that goes to the championship at 22 is insane. But if he somehow wins it and is the youngest player to win a chip that we've seen in a long ass time, bro, them Jordan comps might be more factual than I think I've given credence to. What y'all thinking about Anthony Edwards' run? What y'all think about the Timberwolves' chance of winning it all?
I don't love the Jordan comps, but he does resemble Jordan in certain light, like, in some ways. No, the dude's playing well, man. I was impressed by his Game 7 performance, even though he didn't really play that well in terms of like point production. He did a good job getting his teammates involved, and I do believe they built quite a team. I want to give more credit. I mean, Anthony Edwards is obviously, you got to draft guys like that, and he's a culture changer. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tim Conley. He made a couple of calculated moves that were, in my opinion, highly criticized. With all due respect, I was on him about the Gobert trade.
All right, you're still been on him about that. You in the group chat going crazy on Gobert. I'm telling you, Gobert's a dog.
I wasn't going crazy. Hold on, I wasn't going crazy. I just said all I said was read over Gobert, and I didn't get into context. I just meant in this current situation. But I'm backpedaling a little bit. But anyway, so I criticized him for the Gobert trade because he gave up like 5, maybe 7 draft picks, right? And I've never loved that, right? But it's a good move. Because
hold on, real quick, bro. Real quick. Scruff's exact words. They need to strip Gobert of his award. He's going crazy on that.
Well, he was getting cooked though. Hey, no, I'm not. This isn't about Gobert. You getting caught up. I'm just saying, investing in Gobert, investing in Nas Reed, Karl Anthony Towns, you know what I'm saying, putting a lot of help around him, you know what I'm saying, and having a culture change for real, like changing ownership, all that stuff affected the culture, bro. But I think it was a perfect storm. Tim Connelly built a team that was perfectly built to beat Jokic, because you had so many bodies you could throw at him. And as we said in the chat, as you pull those receipts up, Gobert, I said, is better off the ball as a help defender. And when you have Nas Reed and you have Karl Anthony Towns, you have Jaden McDaniels, you can put yourself in that position. But when you're a team that's built like a lot of teams, like, for example, Philly would never be able to beat them because, like, you just have one big guy. You can't beat one big guy with one big guy. You got to get strategic here. So building around bigs in this era, I think a lot of y'all said, as we're bringing up receipts, I think a lot of y'all said that the bigs was the bigs was dead for a while, right? Having too many bigs was faux pas. But now it's looking like you need to have a couple bigs on your roster, bro. Looking like, the Knicks had like 3-4 centers. They needed every one of them.
Yeah, no, it's again, I think I've been saying for a minute that it's going to come a time where history will repeat itself, the game will reverse itself, there will be a correction where the big man will matter again, and it seems like it's coming faster than than some
Oh,
folks
it's
expect.
here. It's
And it's not
here. The
it's not
smart
it's
team
not
has bigs, multiple of them.
it's not that it's like a marked change, but it's just like you. If I have a 7'2" guy that can move on the perimeter, then I'm in a good space, and I think that's why Gobert is the defensive player of the year. I think he catches a lot of heat that he does not deserve. People feed into them Draymond Green narratives, but Rudy Gobert is a dog, bro, and I personally rock with Rudy Gobert. They traded a lot to get him, but look where they're at now. You know what I'm saying? Ron, what you thinking about Ant
For,
Edwards and the MJ comparisons?
for me, Rudy Gobert is forever tainted because of the COVID outbreak. But outside of that, man, I'm fully on board with Ant Edwards and the Timberwolves, man. I got them boys winning this thing in 7, man. I'm a fan. I'm sold. I think Ant Edwards is as advertised. I don't know about no MJ comps. I'm not really big on Kobe comps. I believe somebody on this panel once compared Tatum or something like that to Kobe. I'm a Tatum guy, but the Kobe comp is crazy, just like the MJ comp is crazy. Let the goats be goats, and let this new generation, start their own legacy. And I think that's exactly what Aaron Edwards is doing, because he's even got Carl Anthony Towns looking like he could look like a real hooper again. And I've never really been a big fan of Cat, so I'm actually on board with the
Yeah,
Timberwolves, and it's a lot has to do with Aaron Edwards. So I got them
yeah,
winning this thing
man.
in 7.
Yeah, he might not be Jordan, but he got that dog in him for sure, man. There's no, I agree with you, bro. You don't gotta, we don't gotta comp him to Jordan. They love doing that, but he got that dog in him, bro. He got that same shit that Mike had.
T,
Yeah.
what you think, T? Because I know you, man. I don't know if it's a family thing, but you and all your brothers got random team affiliations, man. T, I think you only got one brother, but I know your brother is a big Timberwolves fan. Me and him was talking about this possible series not
That
too
is
long
cool,
ago.
cool odd.
But they all got random teams over there, man. But his brother is a Skins fan too, so I gotta give him some credit for that. But
He gonna be
what
like,
you
I've
thinking
been
about
rocking with him since KG.
what you thinking about Ant Edwards, bro, and the Timberwolves right now?
Nah, that's a dog, man, and a lot of it has to do with he's playing with like this extreme confidence, and I think that's what the dogs have, right? I don't care what you do, I don't care where you from, what jersey you wear, like you can't do nothing with me. You can't guard me, I can guard you, and if push gonna shove, like I'm better than you. And I think that's how you got to carry it when you're a legend. You know what I'm saying? He got that KG energy to him. So I'm glad you mentioned KG. It's that same Jordan, it's that same Kobe energy, it's that same energy Steph has when he's shooting from half court. And Ant's been able to maintain that throughout the playoffs. Um, I thought last series he didn't really get a good defensive matchup. I thought Porter and Gordon didn't do a great job on him, but I don't know that Luka would do a great job on him. So, but yeah, man, great run. If Ant gets a chip, that's some legendary stuff. Legendary stuff. That's instantly face of the league. I saw a tweet this.
I was about to say that if he gets the chip, bro, that's face of the NBA.
I saw a
I'll
tweet
tell you
today.
this, man. He gonna get one before Tatum.
We'll see.
Bro, if
Put
he
that on.
gets one and
Put
it's
that.
over
Put that.
Tatum, that is a
Put
big
put
stamp.
put that. Put that on the sheet, T.
You know, it's interesting because I think Tatum has more tools in the bag, but it just shows you how like mentality is like the X factor, right? Mentality is what takes a guy from being Vegeta to Goku, right? It's how you get the super. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
It's the fact,
Hey,
bro.
don't throw no strays at my man Vegeta, bro.
I mean, Vegeta was always chasing. Goku was always, look, I got to do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Goku wanted to, his goal was bigger than Vegeta's. Vegeta had that singular focus, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good series. I don't know who wins this series. I prefer to see Ant win, um, because I feel like if Luka wins and then Luka beats Tatum, let's say beats Tatum, they're gonna start saying Luka's the greatest player of all time, and I really don't want to hear the Luka narrative. So right now I'm pulling for Ant.
Nah, the funny thing is, funny you say that because it feels like Luca was so hyped for like so long, like entering the league, and it was almost like we got tired of him like a little bit, right? And it was perfect because now it's like boom, gotcha. Just when you thought Y'all forgot about him. Boom, he back. You feel me? They got a good squad over there. This is going to be a tough series, though. I could see a world where the Mavericks win this series, but it would be consistent of like star power and like really offensively just killing them. But the defenses of the Timberwolves makes me feel as though they do say defense wins championships, and I do like the way this team is built. So with that said, I do think the Timberwolves win this series.
I think the Mavs can match up though, and Rudy Gobert has changed that team. It allowed Cat to play sort of that Chris Bosh stretch 4 role. I feel like I should say no Diddy, but like when Cat had to be the 5, it didn't really work, right?
Yeah.
When you forced him to play with his back to the basket, but when you ask him to step out and shoot threes, and it kind of fits his personality. So that Rudy addition did help that team. And I still don't think he's a dog. I just think it was a great fit for what they have going.
He's good at some things. You know what I mean? He's good at a few things.
Man,
At the end of the day, bro, he's like a 20 and 10 guy.
Rudy Gobert is the best defensive player in the NBA, bro. Like, and I'm not saying he's the best on-ball defender, and I also don't think he's the best rim protector. But defensive player, dog, like, bruh, Mans is everywhere, bro. Like, to be that tall, he's fast as hell. Like, gets up and down the court quick as hell. And he's got a way of, like, scaring people from driving. Like, dude's not trying to drive when Rudy Gobert's in the game. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. He really did change that last series. And shout out to Cat, man, because Cat is silencing a lot of the haters. I don't think anyone gets as much hate in the NBA, like social media hate, as Karl-Anthony Towns, bro. He can't even say nothing in the press conference, bro, without them going on him.
They be on him, bro.
They be on Cat, bro. And Cat, to me, I always thought Cat was a dog. I always thought Cat was like an elite big in the game, bro. But because of where the game had went, and Scrub, you can attest to this with your, the best player on your team, an elite big isn't really taking nobody to the chip right now, bro.
Bro, because elite, you need that sidekick. Outside of Joker, every other elite big needs that extra piece. You know what I'm saying? Cat needed Jimmy, and then he needed Ant.
Facts. And Ant and Cat make a perfect pairing, bro. Because it's like when Ant don't got it together, man, Cat steps up, and they're another team that plays like a team. And I'd say their unheralded hero is Jaden McDaniels, bro. That boy is a dog, man. Like Jaden McDaniels. And it might get to a point where he outgrows his role over there, where he needs his own squad one day. And I can see that happening, and I'm excited actually to see that character arc right there. Because the more I watch Jaden McDaniels, the more I'm like, hold up, bro. This dude might be a star himself, bro. Like he might be getting
great, defensively, especially.
They said the same. They said the same thing about Pippen.
Pippen was great, man.
What'd you say?
They said
Pippen was great.
Pippen.
Maybe they did. But there's also been players that they said that about that proved that they did need their own team.
I mean, Vincent T-Mac, like.
Yeah. Like, and Jay McDaniel's only 23 years old, man. Like, I could see him getting his own squad and really showing out. But yeah, I enjoy watching that team mainly because they play defense. Shout out to Anthony Edwards' defense on Jamal Murray. Oh my goodness. That man Jamal Murray had 24 or what? Yeah, something like 24 or 26 in the first half and ended with like 30. Ant put that man on clamps, bro. That was crazy.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like Ant should be able to defend him. I don't, but he talking crazy going into this next series. Luka and Kyrie is a different beast.
But and you made a great point earlier. You said the energy. You said that he's got Steph energy and he's got Jordan energy and all these other Kobe energy. And it's crazy because energy can manifest itself in so many different ways, right? It's like he doesn't remind you anything of Steph personality-wise, but I felt what you were saying with the energy, and it's the confidence, bro. Ant is out there with his confidence. Like he waving to the crowd, Joker getting in his face, like, why are you waving? Ant, like, look at the scoreboard, that's why I'm waving. Like, you know, so he's got that like, what's the like that extroverted confidence, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think there's ever going to be a player where Ant doesn't feel like or doesn't say out loud like, look, they got to stop me too. You know what I'm saying? My turn to stop them, their turn to stop me. And he was saying that his matchup is going to be Kyrie. Good luck, my boy. Kyrie.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man.
That's another
Kyrie
player
is he's an X factor.
Yeah, that's another player I feel like we haven't discussed enough in this whole Game of Thrones NBA season, where who's really getting the throne here. Yo, Kyrie, the Mavericks win the chip. I guarantee you, Kyrie's the Finals MVP, bro. He's gonna be the reason they win if they get there.
He's a hell of a piece, man. Because you know, he's been there. He's got the experience. He's versatile, man. You can't. Luka does what Luka does, and then you gotta deal with Kyrie. He's out there lurking, man. Kyrie big games, I think, they're gonna be the X factors of the series. Kyrie has a couple big monster games or big moments. You know, he's had some clutch buckets even through this playoff. Was this playoff run, or maybe it was early in the season? But yeah, he's been clutch for them.
Yeah. Interesting basketball.
It's almost like he was showing them how to win a little bit. Remember when D-Wade and LeBron? It's almost like, you know, he's showing them how to do it. You know, it's like, you know, it's just like it's his chance to show a youngin how to do it. They said that he couldn't do it, right? He was over there with Boston, all y'all fuck boys. And you know, they were blaming Kyrie. Oh yeah, Kyrie's the problem. Kyrie's the problem. We're better off without Kyrie. Yup. And then Kyrie, he can't work with the young guys, right? Nah, man. You know, misunderstood, man. Y'all criticized him for retweeting the video. You know, y'all took his shoes off of him. You feel me? The Nike said, "Nah, get those off your feet, bro." And then he went over there in China and made some fuck ass sneakers, and them joints is selling like hotcakes. He out here in Dallas living his second life, best life. No state income tax. My brother Kyrie is winning, bro. You feel me? He got his beautiful wife on the sideline, the kids on the sideline. Everything is going good, man. Everything's going good. They tried to eliminate him, bro. They made him go to the 5-step program with the Jewish synagogues, bro. Like, come on, man. That was tough. Let's not forget about that, bro. We're not gonna just pretend. We're not gonna pretend like that didn't happen, bro. They were trying to say that he had to do X, Y, and Z, like he was some abominable character. Like, come on, man. This man was painted to be something that he's not, bro. And I'm happy to see the brother flourishing, bro, despite all of that negativity.
Bro, he brought that on himself, but
I guess.
Man, tell them to find the tapes of us discussing. We did an endless discussion.
We did though. We ain't
gonna go back down that road. But all right, let's keep it pushing, man. Let's jump off of the playoffs for a minute, and let's get into this Diddy talk. All right, man. We got to do it. We got to do it, fellas. And the tape was ridiculous, man. It was disgusting. It was horrible. It was. I wish I could say it was shocking. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was shocking, but it's like everything that we've heard, everything that we expected, all the things we read from the Cassie lawsuit. This kind of just put it all in perspective. And Diddy talks insane. I know I only said that because we were talking pre-show about Diddy talk. When I mentioned that, they were like, "No, you can't be out here saying Diddy talk." So I had to say it still. It's insane, I know. But yeah, nah, man, that video was ridiculous. That was horrible, man. And Diddy, bruh, to hell with him. I don't mean literally. I don't wish hell on nobody, but just like to do that to another person, man, to do that to a woman. It's deplorable, bro. It's deplorable, man. What were you guys' thoughts on that video? I know we all stand. I know we all stand on the same side when it comes to this. But we would be remiss if we did not mention this on our show, considering that we are sports for the culture and we address all the culture topics. But yeah, man, Diddy, that was a bitch move, bruh. And you looking like a bitch out here, man. I gotta say it.
Yeah, man. I'll jump in. I'll say, I feel like most of us here on the panel aren't the type to, say someone's canceled or go into that cancel culture type of thing. But I feel like these are the type of things that genuinely get you canceled. I know for me personally, I already believed the things that were in the lawsuit when they came out, but after seeing the video, after seeing how sick Diddy really is, running down the hallway in a robe and doing the unthinkable things he did. I for one, I don't think I could ever listen to his music. I can't watch movies that he's in. I think Girls Trip popped up the other day, and I forgot that he has a cameo in there, and just certain things, man, where it's like he was fairly ingrained into the culture, where it's like now when his name pops up or when I hear his voice on a Biggie song, it's all kind of tainted for me. So, I mean, for me, I can see this going the R. Kelly route almost. I can see certain streaming services wanting to potentially take his music down. I could see, businesses definitely wanting to not do business with him. So, I think this is truly the downfall of Diddy. And I believe I saw 50 Cent posted that he's got his little Netflix documentary coming out pretty soon on it. So I mean, this is only the tip of the iceberg. I saw some other things that said they only released this because they're gonna charge him with some potential other things down the road. So they just want to start painting the picture of him now. And it's a pretty ugly picture.
It's an ugly ass picture, bro. And when something like that drops, it makes you believe every single thing you've ever heard. And we've heard a lot, and it's impossible not to start believing all of it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deplorable, bro. T, what do you think about it all?
Man, it's crazy. Like if you was to see a person treat a dog that way, you would know this person was like of a very low character, low moral fiber. Some would call you evil. Some would say you were on the path to being a serial killer, if not a serial killer. Like to devalue a human life, especially a woman. She can't defend herself against you. You kicking her while she's down. They tell you don't kick a man while he's down. You kick the woman while she's down. Like, yeah, just deplorable stuff, man. Just super villain stuff, and it's sad in a lot of ways. It's sad that from what everyone said, everyone around him in the past, he's this way with all of the women. You know what I'm saying? So, your heart go out to those women, those women's families, his family, his kids. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be rough to see your father on video assaulting a woman like that. I'm not sure what a dad could say to redeem himself. And I think he has twin daughters. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But when I really think about it, it just sucks because there's not that many black billionaires, period, right? And there's not much black royalty. And I don't know if you would put Diddy up there with black royalty, but if you didn't, he was damn near close. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a A-lister in Hollywood, A-lister entertainment, A-lister in the black community, and there's no coming back from this. There's no redemption, at least within the next decade. You know what I'm saying? It would probably take, I don't know, my kids to tell their kids like, yeah, he used to be a bad man, he turned his life around. But it's just sad to see, man, because he was a leading figure in entertainment with a black face, and that's just one less, right? And when that one less goes, you think they're opening up that next slot for another black man? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So it's just tragic all the way around, man. But the video at least lets you know that he should be done with that life, currently. Like he probably won't be around too many women in private anymore going forward.
Nah, facts,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know about that part. The thing about Diddy stuff is just like it's like one of those movies or like shows where like the guy keeps being able to get away with the shit because he got all the money and the power. He's like like Ghost getting bribing the guy with the security tape, and he got enough money, slide him in a little bag and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how Diddy must have been moving. He must have paid the hotel to not leak the tape, right? And then Shorty was trying to escape basically from the looks of it, and then he like dragged her a la Ray Rice. But all the way through the hotel room, you know what I mean? All those people in those hotel rooms, they didn't do or say shit. Probably just wanted to stay out of it, and that's understandable too. But the thing that was like, damn, she got all the way over there and then called on the phone. That was ignored, and that's crazy too. So it's just crazy to think like how much someone can get away with all that. And then like I don't think nobody's ghost is working harder than Kim Porter's ghost. I believe she's behind the scenes moving some things around to make sure one Sean Combs receives his karmic return for the amount of deeds that have been done. It's just crazy, man. Out here, Diddy's a wild dude, man. And then not all the weird shit that he's into, like that's just a whole nother can of worms. Like out here, smashing Carl Winslow or whatever the fuck. Like what the fuck is going on, bro? Like what I'm saying, like a lot of crazy weird shit. But
I
dude
mean,
is something else, bro. But the crazy thing is about all this shit is I do think maybe he'll be quote unquote canceled. You won't see him in the mainstream light as much. But he'll probably he'll go somewhere to some island somewhere and find some chicks that he could do that shit to. Did he? Yeah, okay. You feel me? And he'll just like find a little way to do what he does. And most likely, he probably is turned into a federal informant. So he'll probably get away with it that way.
Well, Kanye West said he been a fed, according to Ye. And to T's point, man, it kind of makes you start feeling like, especially with the cancellation and the revelation of some of like the biggest, or at least the richest Black entertainers in recent years, it almost makes you feel like the only way to get to that level is to be a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most like discouraging part for people who like aspire to build an empire. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, is everyone with an empire just a piece of shit? Is that
Well,
like
I don't know if
prerequisite?
that's the way to get there necessarily, but that's definitely the way that Diddy did it. I mean, outside of this horrible incident, there's countless times, countless artists. I mean, we got the Locks had to go through it with Diddy. I mean, we could. That's a whole nother subject almost of how many artists were basically getting robbed by Diddy. Like Diddy applied the same standards that the quote unquote white record labels applied to everybody to our own people. So and T, you made a lot of good points about him being in the forefront. And Bryce, I'm glad you just brought up how a lot of those people at the top are really assholes. Because Diddy fits that description perfectly, bro. Like, yeah, he's at the top, billionaire, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like all over the place. But I feel like in reality, he's always been a piece of shit. I feel like in reality, he's always been an asshole. I believe Keisha Cole had her reality show where the nigga was fucking getting on her about singing. Like, there's a million different clips of Diddy coming up now where you making the band. Like, you could point to so many times where it's just like, this man is just a dickhead. And he used that shit to get to the top. And because he's, the boss, we're kind of letting the shit slide. But look what Cat Williams said. How many people that have been in a position of power and have been assholes are getting called out nowadays, and it's Diddy's turn.
Facts, bro. Cat didn't lie, bro. It's like it's Judgment Day for all of them. You about to say something, T?
no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Diddy's the last one to get exposed. But yeah, it does make you feel like, man, like, is there like something to having a rise like that and to being a piece of shit? Because if you're a piece of shit and people know that about you, right? Like, there's always been this like silent understanding that most of the folks that are in power are really pieces of shit, bro. And they let other pieces of shit in, right? Under the premise where if you step too far, we gonna let people know you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And like,
Facts though. No,
you
that
know what I
because they'll
mean?
hang you out to dry and they'll be like, "Oh, we're not like that," and the whole time they are like, "Y'all all like that."
Right? Nah, but Diddy is an ultimate piece of shit, and I don't think that I don't think there's any coming back from this. The black community, as we all know, is probably the most forgiving community in the history of communities, bro. But I don't think not even Diddy will be forgiven for this one. I don't think.
Hell
And
no.
the main reasons I feel that way is because of how heinous that was, but also because I've got a feeling that's not even the worst shit that's gonna come out about him, bro. This might just be the tip of the iceberg, and it might only get worse and worse and worse as we go over these next few months, man, to years. And yeah, he's probably gonna be locked up sooner than later, bro.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No,
Well,
it wouldn't surprise me at all, man. Like, and what else wouldn't surprise me too, man, is if, some names that aren't involved right now start popping up in it. Because the word was that he had, what I'm saying, plenty of people on tape doing other illegal activities. So he's the type of piece of shit where a couple other pieces of shit gonna get flushed too.
right, exactly. He
Yeah.
not going down alone. He gonna make sure he brings some folks down with him. And I can't remember which one of you said it, but the fact that he's got kids, man, they've got to see their pops. Like this man just had his son like a week or two ago drop a diss track, basically defending his dad. And it's like, bro, a week later, your dad got come on, bro. Like, who are you defending?
Damn.
And that's unfortunate
I
for
didn't
the
even
son.
think about that.
And that's unfortunate for the son because he really probably don't think his dad was doing no shit too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the son done seen what his dad's capable of. My guess is he probably has.
Yeah.
But it's
We've
just
seen the clues though. Remember back when they had that story when he came up to was it UCLA or whatever? He was trying to talk all crazy, probably trying to talk all greasy to the coach. The coach was like, "Oh nah, bro, I don't know what the fuck you think
Oh
this is."
yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that UCLA shit.
yeah, that was
Yeah, I
insane.
didn't forget about that shit.
Or like
Yeah, Diddy is out of his mind, bro. Like he really think he can do whatever.
or when he started talking to his son,
Wild shit to the UCLA coach.
he started talking to his son's chick. His son was dating a chick, and then did he start talking to her? Like,
That was
man,
That's
that was Steve Harvey joint.
yeah. Like some of
Y'all
yeah, Lori Harvey, man. Some of those moves are just like that shit is deplorable,
some
bro.
cold shit.
Like that
y'all
shit is
seen the video where he talking about he adopted that little white girl and then he had her on there
Yeah,
like saying like, "Oh, my last name is Combs." Like, bro, it's all kind of like ridiculously questionable shit, bro. Like you right, Bryce. Like I will not be surprised if by the end of all this, Diddy is in a jail cell.
yeah. This is the beginning with this shit,
I don't
man.
know if he I don't know if he goes to jail, bro. It's really hard to lock up billionaires.
They got Bill Cosby up out of there.
Bill Cosby's not a billionaire. Might have been a
He
billion.
was he was close, bro. He was not far off from Diddy money, bro. He was
See,
not.
I definitely hear you on the it's hard to lock up billionaires part, but to your earlier point, they tend to find a way to lock up the black ones. Like if they're gonna lock up a rich man, it's gonna be a black one. Like
Hey man, the problem is also though, if some of the stuff that these people alluded to that Diddy did is true, there's a lot of accomplices. There's a lot of people that partook in the freak offs. There's a lot of real 69 gods. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
not,
y'all 69 guys might be one of them. Huh?
no, those two don't like each other. That like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing you don't got to worry about. That those two are beefing. You know what I'm saying? Actively beefing.
Yeah, why you want make you wonder why where that beef really came from? All right.
I think
what?
I think it come from Diddy being Diddy. Like from what it appears, it looks like Diddy has been like this guy that is kind of conducting himself like a mob boss. Like you kind of got to bow down to me. Even on the Nori joint, the Drink Champs, when he told Fab like, "Why you ain't party with me, Daniel?"
yeah,
It's
Like
crazy.
It is crazy, but I think Diddy really, like, he had enough pull to blackball people. He had enough pull to make people feel like I kind of got to participate in this. Like, I know it's not right, but let me go. I mean, sure, I done heard Exhibit told stories about him. Superhead got stories about. Everybody got some crazy, weird stories about
I
Diddy.
mean, Fab has even said that he had to like leave a Diddy party on some like, yo, I'm running to my car, and then just went home type shit. Like, but so like that mob boss shit fits perfectly because he could definitely blackball people.
Like, let's not like I don't want to offend you, bro. Like, it almost seemed like Diddy's doing some freaky ass version to Kiss the Ring. It just might not be a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh.
Bro. Hey, bro,
I got news for you, T.
Yeah,
It was never a ring. It's always been the
or
same shit, man.
or was it?
All these
What kind
weirdos,
of ring?
these weird, bro. There's been weirdo shit
bro,
for
you gotta
motherfucking
chill.
years, bro.
Bro, you gotta be stopped, bro. That is insane. You're insane, bro. Tell us, man, what kind
Hey,
of
we talking Diddy, man. We talking Diddy. Everything is on the table.
yeah, man. No, that's a crazy dude. But I mean, it's something you see throughout history, right? Power tends to corrupt weaker-minded people, people with weak moral fiber, weak character. Like, power tends to contort them and twist them into these shapes of and these types of humans that end up doing some things that most people call subhuman. And I think Diddy's just another to fall victim to that, man. You get to the top, and who can check you, right? Outside of God, who can really stop you? So, and now it's up to you to stop yourself. Now who are you? And if you are a guy of no character, then you beat up a woman in a hotel lobby or a hotel, elevator. You fight your baby mothers. You take the music rights and the publishing from artists you supposedly loved. You do those type of things. So.
Yeah, well said, man. Well said, man. Well, good riddance to Diddy's whole career, man. If I never hear shit again from Diddy, I'm cool, bro. Like,
He's still on the radio. The
wild.
Metro Boomin featuring Diddy is still on the radio.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there for long, bro. He about to see what it's like to be canceled, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah, he is.
He about to get canceled, bro. And at this point, even rightfully so, man. That's for damn sure. Before we get out of here, fellas, y'all want to quickly touch on the WNBA for a few minutes? How y'all feeling?
I mean, I'm enjoying it, man. I've actually been locked into the WNBA this season. Caitlin Clark won me a few dollars. So
that's good to hear.
I feel like Caitlin Clark has ignited the same, it's the demographics, man. They're starting to unlock certain demographics. I'm just being honest, man. A lot of white people are getting into the WNBA. They weren't previously into it. You know what I'm saying? And I think Caitlin Clark has a lot to do with that. They're welcome to watch Caitlin Clark, and they're seeing other talented basketball players like Dejanay Carrington stepping up and into the scene, doing very well. And I've even said this in graduate work. I believe the WNBA, should lean into the femininity, man. Like, let's lean into these beautiful women. Let's put them in some stuff that makes them look good. You know what I'm saying? Let's lean into that. They have them over here dressing like some chick, I don't know, like some weird shit. Like they had them dressing at the draft a couple years ago, bro. And now this year they're letting them swag out. These girls like to dress. Let them girls dress, bro. Like let them cook, bro. You lean into it.
You going down a slippery slope that I want no parts of.
No, this is real stuff though.
No, I feel you.
Skims, good partnerships. Like that's where money comes from, bro.
Right. And I was gonna say I do believe, and I was saying this in the group chat a little bit. It would be interesting to see the W lean into these storylines that are, inherently created because of WNBA, right? There was a real interesting play with Dejanay the other day where she had a block on somebody and, got in the girl's face, and her ex-girlfriend who's on the other team of the girl that she just blocked, who's on the team of the girl that she just blocked, right? Splits it up and is basically coming to Dejanay's defense. And it's like, that's an interesting little storyline where I feel like, and you don't want to get too gimmicky and take it away from what the sport is about, but bruh, that's what First Take is all about. The gimmicks, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what men's sports really is. It's just different types of gimmicks, bro. And if the W starts leaning into some of these little storylines, it could get interesting as far as viewership goes. I love to see the fact that they're selling out arenas or selling out games, and that their ratings are up. The Mystics got a brunch option. You can get a bottomless mimosa brunch, then catch the Mystics game right after. I think that's kind of cool. So I was looking at the tickets for me and the lady for that.
That's tough.
I'm gonna try to do that. Man, I missed the first one. I'm like, hold up, this is a dope little idea. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's interesting, dog. It's very, very interesting, the rise. And I think we talked about this like a month or two ago when Caitlin Clark was going through the NCAA tournament. And I was kind of mentioning, like, all these fans of Caitlin Clark and this, this fanfare, it's not all going to follow. But if you can get a couple, if you can just get a small population of those fans to follow her to WNBA, a small population of that is going to become WNBA fans for good. And that's how faces grow, bro. So I love to see it, man. As a person that does catch a few W games every single season, a little more than a handful. I got to watch more, but I'm excited to go in person. I'm excited to actually get into the sports entertainment arena and watch some of these games here in DC, man. I'm hyped, actually.
Yeah, I might actually have to look up that brunch option too, man. That sounds lit. Put up to a Mystics game.
Let me know, bro. We can make a thing of it, bro.
Hey, man, hey, count me in on that. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
But I can tell you what, I haven't been watching these girls, but I do appreciate the fact that Caitlin Clark's crowd is storming arenas instead of capitals.
That's insane.
I mean,
that's ridiculous. He was cooking that one up for the last 5 minutes.
Bro.
He did have that in the holster. He had that in the holster, bro.
Fact, though.
Oh man, man. I love me some Angel Reese, man. Big fan. You know what I'm saying? Big fan of the Chicago Sky, man. They have a very nice starting lineup.
Yeah, Andrew Reese won me some money too, and shout out to Chicago Sky because I picked them the other night.
Shout out my girl.
In the upset.
What's her name? I had to Google how to pronounce her name so I could say it right. Kaiser, something with a G.
Obviously, you didn't do a good job Googling, my guy. I thought you had to Google it so you could pronounce it.
I was only focused on the first name.
You pull a Gerardo with the name.
Bro, bring back the comments, indeed.
Well, I'm a casual, so it's okay. That's the casual thing to do.
I do think right. I think I said this in the group chat. We've never seen a women's sport with this much acclaim, this much market share, this much star power. Some of the stories
lead into it.
Some of these storylines are going to be crazy, and I don't think it's going to stop love affairs and flings, right? Some of the stuff that these men get into off the court is because people know who they are. When people start to recognize that's just not the tall chick in the club, that she blew my parlay.
Did y'all see the memes that were going around that was like when Angel Reese flies me out?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. We start flying dudes out, it's over, man. That's hilarious, yo. Nah, you're right.
Hey, man.
Man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah, but
what's really crazy is they don't even make enough to really fly you out, bro.
Bro, wait.
I mean, they don't own the base salary, but like, I ain't gonna hold you. Angel Reese in this class kind of are in a different wave, bro. I don't know what her pockets.
Yeah.
I ain't pocket watching, but like, I know her base salary probably not that good, but I know she was making $1 million plus in endorsements at LSU. I don't know if those endorsements just fall off.
Didn't
the league? I think some of them twins carry over, bro. So
Caitlin Clark got a crazy deal with Wilson today, didn't she? The basketball company.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, wow.
She did.
I think she's about to come out with her own shit.
they starting to get the real money. That's what I'm saying. Like in men's sports, we've seen every type of male personality from smart guys, Rhodes Scholars, to Dennis Rodman. Think about every type of woman. And now we talk about celebrities and fame. It's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy.
And rightfully so, man. I'm excited for it, bro. I want the W to lean into these storylines, bro. Like not on like no love and hip hop level, but like, bro, if Shorty girlfriend on the other team and another player get into it with her girlfriend, she go split them up, like address that on Sports Center. Like that's gonna make people tune in. That's just gonna make the game bigger. And I'm telling you, it's already happening in the men's game. Well, maybe not like that exact scenario, but the gimmick side of it, the side that doesn't really have much to do about basketball, the side where Draymond is putting somebody in a chokehold, and that's what the media talks about for 2 weeks straight. Like
Matt Barnes, Derek Fisher, we've seen, what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, those storylines I'm sure are equally as prevalent in the W. And if they start leaning into those, it's gonna get real interesting. The entertainment value of that game. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Male IG model business about to go crazy. That's the second. Everybody will be trying to get shoulders by these WNBA joints.
These shorties about to pay for them BBL drizzies.
I'll tell you what though, that's a catchy jingle,
man. Yeah, it is low-key.
You can't lie, bro. Now you got the streets, bro.
BBL drizzy joint.
Yeah, you on social media, bro. Every 5 videos is a BBL drizzy.
Yeah, shout out to Ross for that.
Y'all said he didn't. Y'all said he didn't even the playing field. I try to tell y'all.
Nah, bro.
I was trying to tell y'all boys at the time. He even the playing field.
Nah, but they were coming to Metro though. They was coming to Metro because you know what I mean. Oh, you can't make a diss. Nah, man. That Jones out there. Jones got staying power, bro.
I think something that was like Metro did shut his whole ass up and make some drums, and it was like BBL Drizzy is 5 times platinum.
Hey, man, there would be no BBL Drizzy without Ross, man. That man, the one that started that, he formed the snowball. All right,
he gave him all the ammo. Yeah. White boy.
The BBL Drizzy is people have been running with that, dog. That joint is insane. That was insane.
Bro, I was on Instagram today, right? And I seen this girl, I know no names, but posted some real estate joint, right? It was like a real estate video. Like, and I'm like, is that BBL Drizzy in the background? You over here try to drop real estate gems and it's BBL Drizzy in the background? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That just really says a lot, right?
Yeah, insane, bro. Insane. Yeah, I try. Hey, the good mister be trying to tell y'all when the playing field gets even. Y'all got to listen to the good mister, man. I'll just stay in the background with my predictions, man. Hey, but good stuff.
Might bring back ringtones.
Good stuff tonight, fellas. Funny show, man. Looking forward to clipping this one up and getting it out to the people, man. Y'all know how we end each and every show. Sports for the Culture.